Yeah, welcome back. This is Face to Face on Channel 1 Television. I am Omar Sandamado. My guest is the Executive Secretary of the IMCC, and we are talking decentralization. So there's a plan that we should vote for MMDCEs. How soon? Under this government?
Under this government, yes. The policy makes room from 2026 to 2029.
Okay.
That's the window, because there's a lot that needs to happen before we actually are able to go to the ballot to go and vote for the MMDC. So there are various things that we have to take forward, including the amendments to the Constitution and what have you. So we start the processes, as well as even sensitization of the people.
So Parliament has to do some amendment of the non-entrenched clauses?
Yes. And then,
but what we are dealing with, are we dealing with an entrenched clause now or not entrenched?
It's entrenched.
Okay.
So
we have to go for a referendum?
Yes, we would have to. We would have to. The 55 is entrenched. The 243 is not entrenched.
Okay.
It's the 55 that's entrenched. So, but we are not doing 55, so it's non-entrenched. So Parliament can deal with it.
So Parliament, because it has two-thirds majority now,
yes.
They can choose to go through with that.
Yes, but you know what it is that it's, if you take the CRC report, there's a whole shebang of reforms that are supposed to come. Some of them are expressed here, as far as the local governance architecture is concerned. So those are taken forward here, but then there are others. And so all of them would find expression in that process.
So you're currently doing public education and sensitization.
Yes.
Then Parliament will do an amendment.
Yes. And then Cabinet has a big role to play, because the various ministers who have responsibilities, including the Attorney General, the Minister for Local Government, they have to take detailed plans, to Cabinet for approval for that to happen before it goes to Parliament. And so because of it, that's why we have given a time frame of 2026 all the way to 2029.
Which means we don't have a clear date yet
in terms of, so that in terms of the nitty-gritties of, on so and so date, no, we don't have that.
Or then we have a window we are working with.
We have a window that we are working with.
Okay,
yes.
So we have a 3-year period.
Yes.
That we are hoping we can do this.
Yes, yes.
And the purpose is that people get to elect their MMDCs.
Yes.
But they will not do that on partisan lines.
No.
Why?
Non-partisan.
So assembly members will still be elected.
Yes, and then the DCE will be elected.
Then, so the assembly members will now not go to assembly and elect their DCE. They'll confirm their DCE appointed by the president.
The people directly.
So the president will not appoint DCEs again.
No. And he was very clear when he said it last year.
Okay, he is the current president. So yes. I mean, in the future, if there's a new president, that president will cannot do that.
He's talking about the president.
President, not him. Now,
not him.
So the process of election would be done by the people, including the assembly members.
Yes.
That's what you are thinking about.
Yes.
And that they will not do it on partisan lines. Why? Because you said that they say they don't want the acrimony. But the acrimony is happening anyway. The moment you say that we are going to elect a DCE, currently the assembly members, they use blue and green to show whether they are NDC or MPP. And
then how about the ones that do not have any?
They use broom. They use broom. Those ones. So now if a DCE comes and he is using blue, his party people will go around and tell people that vote for the guy, because that's our elephant party.
I see. So this is the thing. We have to be honest. Every single one of us, including people who say they are neutrals, at any particular time, we make a choice. We have a preference, right, in terms of, and the Constitution guarantees and allows people to associate with whatever political beliefs or political tradition that they want to be associated with. That is not what we are talking about here. We're saying that there should not be a situation where the political parties would mount platforms, would sponsor candidates, take the candidates through vetting and all the whole shebang that they do for the parliamentarians.
They shouldn't do it.
None of that would happen. They will not also come with their mobilization and what have you, enter the community and say that, we are coming to come and canvass votes for, all of that still remains illegal per the Constitution. But what we are saying is that every single one of us, we have political leanings. And so, but that leaning should not affect how the assembly operates its business day to day. That really is the difference.
So we would allow the election to happen. You can run all. Okay, there's a time when under Akufo-Addo, I think as president, there was this idea of coming up with 5 people, shortlist to 3, and then 2 will be elected or something like that.
It was actually the first CRC report under President Mills.
Okay, so that was a proposal.
Yes, that from the white paper that will do a shortlisting of the people.
And that has been shot
down. But then
down.
the opposition at that time, didn't like it, and then they came to government and said that, we'll do partisan. And as we already discussed, that
so the position now is whether it should be partisan or not. The opposition currently thought that it should be partisan.
Yes.
The government in power now thinks no.
No, non-partisan.
So we'll be at a crossroad again, and the referendum would risk being pulled out, or this will not need.
It wouldn't. So this is the thing: because that particular one, the 55 is entrenched, and so to make that process non-political. We needed to, you remember, if you come to 243, it's non-entrenched. This one is entrenched. So if you want to change that whole architecture, then you need a referendum of the people.
Okay.
Now, yes, there might still be some referendum to deal with other matters because of the constitutional review process. They've got quite a lot of reforms that they have suggested. So we'll still have to have a referendum anyway. But in this particular case, it's not the case, right? And so it's more like expressing the aspirations and the will of the people. Remember that there's the need for alignment. This time around, there's alignment. Alignment, the government and the party in power say non-partisan. The people are saying that non-partisan. So there's alignment. So even if you put a certain question.
But what if the opposition goes to campaign against?
It's up to them. I mean, like I already explained, it's non-entrenched, right? And so we don't need.
You leave it to the people.
Yes, we leave it to the people to determine.
What about the practical challenges that would arise, like I mentioned earlier? So Ashanti region, most likely you would have a lot of DCEs who are seen to be blue. Volta region, you most likely see a lot of DCEs who are seen to be green.
Not necessarily.
Where the party in power is not the same as the DCE. You're saying that they are not going to be punished.
No.
The district will not suffer.
No.
Because we hear MPs say that, I'm an orphan, I'm in opposition, so I'm not lobbying the minister, he's not bringing me electricity, but
yes.
There's anything happening with the DCs.
It's politics, it's a way for them to, persuade the people that, look, it's because my government is not in power, so give me another opportunity. Yes. But in this case, no, right? The point is that you cannot, it's non-partisan. So there's no government, the government is for all of us. You understand?
Yeah, but at the local level. You see, there's de facto, then there's de jure.
Yes.
What if de facto that's what's happening?
So let me tell you, the political landscape of this nation is changing, right? Now, the people of Ghana are very discerning. What do they want? They want development. They want transformation. They want that where you and I will live in our little corner, we want our roads done, right? Drainage taken care of, so that when there are rains, the rains don't sweep.
Collected.
Exactly, our rubbish is collected. Those are the things that impact on us. That our kids are able to go to schools that would improve their aspirations or will help them achieve their aspirations. When it comes to health, that our well-being and health is well taken care of.
So
that we have
access to. They want the basic things done.
Yes. For so once you're able to deliver those, I don't think that they will bother themselves too much about whether it is partisan or non-partisan.
We wish you all the best, and we look forward to you implementing these things.
Thank you
so much for joining us.
Thank you.
If there's anything else you want to say, you can say.
Yes. So our policy really has 6 thematic areas. We have talked about some of them. It has political decentralization, fiscal decentralization, and local finance, administrative decentralization. We have what we call local economic development, and we have decentralized planning. And then we have the last one to be popular participation. That is you and I. And we are saying that we want the media, we want the people of Ghana. Because remember, accountability is rendered across 3 layers. We have what we call horizontal accountability. That's state to state. What the Auditor General does, and then the PAC, all of that process is horizontal, right? Then we have vertical accountability. Vertical accountability happens in 2 ways. One of it from the national level institutions to the local governments, and then also from the people as principals to the local governments that work just at their level. Now, then we have diagonal accountability.
So the media is in the middle?
No, they are in what we call diagonal accountability.
It doesn't everywhere?
Yes, they're everywhere. So diagonal accountability, we have civil society organizations, we have the media. Now, you have a big role to help us, the IMCC and the government, to be able to mobilize the people, mobilize a coalition of minds, right, of civil society, of the media. We want you to be able to put the people at the local level on their toes. Also the people at the center. That if you say that you are sending money down to the local governments, when the issues happen, let's go there and put them, put a microscope on
We'll
them.
give you the platform, and we'll give all the assemblies a platform.
Thank
you so much for joining us. Gameli.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Gameli Hoedoafia.
Gameli Kewuribe.
Gameli Kewuribe Hoedoafia. Executive Secretary of the Interministerial Coordinating Committee on Decentralization.
Yes.
He was my guest on Face to Face. I am Umaru Sanda Hamadu, the cowboy journalist. I'll be back with Face to Face next week.